Among the gases that make up Earth's atmosphere, which is the second most abundant after nitrogen? Oxygen. What vibration principle allows an electronic watch to keep time? Oscillations with a fixed period. What is the property of a moving object to remain in motion called? Inertia. What is the most fundamental chemical element that composes all life on Earth? Carbon. Why can sedimentary rocks reveal changes in climate? Because of layer composition and fossils. What reference speed denotes travel faster than the speed of sound? Mach 1. What type of wave does a microwave oven use? Microwaves. What do we call a substance that changes the rate of a chemical reaction without being consumed? Catalyst. What is the physical constant symbol that denotes the speed of light in vacuum? C. In which direction does wind blow relative to pressure systems? From high pressure areas to low pressure areas. What is the speed of electromagnetic waves equal to? The speed of light in vacuum. What is the phenomenon called in which the moon's appearance changes over time? Lunar phases. Why do mountains gradually become lower over time? Weathering and erosion. What technique involves drilling deep ice cores from polar glaciers to study past atmospheric composition? Ice core drilling. What is formed when two or more atoms bond chemically? Molecule. What is the law that states the total mass of reactants and products remains unchanged in a chemical reaction? Law of conservation of mass. If a substance has a pH less than 7, what property does the solution have? Acidic. What position does Earth hold in the solar system from the Sun? The third planet from the Sun. What is the process called in which water vapor changes into liquid as clouds form? Condensation. Why can space exploration robots operate over long distances? Because of remote control technology. What is the most common type of galaxy in the universe? Dwarf elliptical galaxies. When light is reflected from a mirror, how do the angles of incidence and reflection compare? They are equal. Approximately how many kilometers does light travel in vacuum in 1 second? About 300,000 kilometers. What problem occurs if radiation damages DNA? Mutations. What is the phenomenon called when a solid changes directly into a gas? Sublimation. Why does a parachute fall slowly? Because of air resistance. What is the main polysaccharide component of plant cell walls? Cellulose. What type of plate boundary is formed where oceanic plates are created at the seafloor? Divergent plate boundary. What function does a robot need to avoid objects or change direction? Obstacle avoidance. What is the primary function of the kidneys? Removal of waste products. Why do aftershocks continue after an earthquake? Readjustment of crustal stress. What function does a vacuum cleaner filter perform? It filters out dust. Which planet has the longest rotation period in the solar system? Venus. On what information does the brain base the formation of emotions? Interpretation of sensory information. Which nuclear particle has a greater mass than a proton? Neutron. Which organelle produces energy within the cell? Mitochondria. What is the basic unit that makes up proteins? Amino acids. Why does a magnet move near a current-carrying wire? Because the current produces a magnetic field. Which branch of chemistry studies compounds mainly composed of carbon? Organic chemistry. Among solids, liquids, and gases, in which does sound travel the fastest? Solids. Thanks for watching all the way through. Share your science knowledge in the comments. Your support helps us create even more science quizzes. See you in the next one.